Why don't we say the quiet thing out loud? Hey there, I'm Sharon Pope. I help strong and successful women who are struggling in lonely and disconnected marriages get the confidence and clarity they need to either fix the struggles inside their marriage or be able to move forward without regret. If you like what you hear, I hope you'll subscribe. People decide to get married. It means they've chosen each other to spend the rest of their life together. But then, several years into the marriage, what started out as two people being inseparable now becomes incompatible. My name is Sharon Pope. I am a master life coach and a 7-time best-selling author on love and relationships. I help women who are struggling in their lonely and disconnected marriages get the confidence and clarity they need to either fix the struggles in their marriage or lovingly release it without regret. You can go to clarityformymarriage.com to explore if there's a fit for you and I to work together today. Today, we're talking about why we don't say the quiet thing out loud. It was around the 10-year mark in my first marriage that I began feeling really disconnected from my husband. And I knew that something wasn't right, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And frankly, our marriage, it looked like a lot of other people's marriages, right? Like we were polite and friendly to one another, but we weren't connected or passionate. Truth be told, there wasn't any energy between us. There wasn't any spark. And I started to notice other couples who were really present with one another. When one was speaking, they were making eye contact with one another, right? They weren't just like in their phones going, like they were really present together. They were interested in each other. And there was a certain amount of natural affection that just took place between them. And I wanted that for myself. But truth be told, my husband didn't really know how to give it. And I didn't really know how to receive it because neither of us had grown up in a household where affection came easily for us. So it was something that was a new skill that we would have both had to have learned in order to do that. And eventually I gave up. I had been asking for maybe a year, probably a little more than a year. But eventually I just gave up on that. And I gave up on my relationship ever changing and ever having the kind of relationship that I saw these other couples having. And I made peace with that decision because there were a lot of other things about my husband and our life together that were worthwhile, right? And really, if you look around, there's a lot of couples whose relationships looked a lot like ours. So whereas before I was looking at relationships that were very different than ours, well, now I'm looking to reinforce the relationship that I'm trying to make peace with, right? And so there's a lot of couples who are good friends that aren't great lovers. And so I went looking for that to reinforce that, because whatever you go looking for, you for sure will find. And I did, right? There's a lot of couples who are fine with their perfectly fine marriage, right? But I gave up and I never told my husband. I gave up and I stopped asking for more connection and more affection. I just became fine with fine. And frankly, he was probably relieved when I stopped sort of pressing for more. But here's the issue. When we don't say that quiet thing out loud, it really creates a betrayal. Because I had given up on our relationship. And when I did that, I gave up on him. I gave up on us. And I made peace with a safe decision so that I wouldn't have to face my fears should I choose to end the relationship. Right? That's the quiet thing that I should have said. And what I can tell you for sure is that those quiet rumblings we get in our souls, they don't go away when you stuff them down, okay? They get louder and they become more forceful. They're going to be heard one way or the other. Now, when I look back and I think about that, and the reason why I call it a betrayal is because he deserved to know that I had given up on the relationship ever changing, that I had given up to a certain degree on him and on our marriage. And if my husband today, who's my second husband, if my husband today had one foot out the door or had given up on me, I would want to know that. Frankly, I think I deserve to know that. And my ex-husband deserved to know that. But I didn't say the words because it was just hard to say the quiet thing out loud, right? Or it's just easier not to. So I should have said it. I should have told him, and I didn't. So my question for you today is, what's whispering to you right now? What's the quiet thing going on, stirring inside of you that needs to be said out loud? I hope that was helpful for you. If you like what you heard, I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. I would love for you to go to 3thingstoKnow.com. That's the number 3thingstoKnow.com, and download my free ebook, The 3 Things That Women Want Men to Know. This book is for men and the women who love them, right? And it's absolutely free and it's a quick read. So go check it out. And if you want to be notified every time we post a new video, at the end of this video, you just click that button and you'll get a notification every week when we post a new video. Until next time, take really good care.